Hey guys, Greg here, Bone Tactical. Today I'm going to share 3 really quick tips on how to win a bar fight. Number 1 tip is create distance. So that means get out of the situation if possible, and if not possible, then create distance between yourself and the attacker. Could be grab a chair, anything like that. And then the idea behind creating that distance is that any kind of a thrown punch or impact or anything like that isn't able to hit you. And so we're going to talk in some other videos about actually how to engage and if you do need to engage. But the first one is really just creating distance. So get away at first. If you can't get out of the situation in general, out of the general area, then what you need to do is create distance, if throwing something, picking up a chair, sticking something in there so that you're protecting yourself by distancing yourself and still always obviously being aware, situational awareness and aware of the situation. Part 2 of how to win a bar fight is fight like the third monkey getting on Noah's Ark. That means all stops are called off. Flip that switch. You got to be willing to go crazy. There's no rules in a bar fight, no real rules in a real fight. And then from there, that once you have that attitude of just going 100% as hard and fast as you can, then you need to understand a little bit about how to actually fight. Okay, you want to use an impact weapon if possible. There's going to be stuff getting thrown. Throw a beer bottle, break a beer bottle, throw a glass, use a glass. It's harder than your fists. Pick up a chair, throw the chair, jab with the chair, whatever you got to do. There's always all kinds of hard little objects and corners. If you do get in close and you're in close, guide that person down to the corner of the bar, a hard object, slam them into it. Always with the first available option of getting out of there. And then be aware that you want to use impact weapons. If you have a bone breaker self-defense keychain, something like this is always your best option. But then if you don't, anything but other than your fists is fine. Knees, elbows, and that's the best way to go. Part 3 of how to win a bar fight. Basically, the third part is defense, what you need to know about defense. You want to get your hands up always, because what your hands do is they provide protection for the sides of your face, anything incoming. We talked about bottles being thrown. We talked about you throwing bottles. You never know who's going to be coming up behind you, multiple people. So then the next thing is get your back to where you know there's not people, because you don't have eyes in the back of your head. You can't see what's going on behind you. Get your back in a corner, fight your way out. And then rule number 1 was get to safety, create distance. So you're basically waiting for an opportunity to get the heck out of there. And really, protection here, side profile limits the target area of what people can be throwing in at you. I'm much wider here, I'm much skinnier here. And then the arms, forearms and elbows protect floating rib, everything down here for anything incoming. Hands up, hands up, hands up. And that's the way to win a bar fight.